To ensure her daughter Mia would marry into wealth when she grew up, her mother bathed her in milk from infancy. Together, they consumed over 10 tons of milk annually. Under her mother's devoted care, Mia blossomed day by day, living up to her mother's hopes. She soon received a proposal from the wealthiest man in the land. But just as Mia pondered how to repay her mother suddenly made a strange request: to relinquish the position of the wealthiest man's wife to her mother. Only then did Mia realize that her mother had adopted her all those years ago, solely to exchange her for a marriage partner when she grew up. For Mia was the daughter of the witch clan, whose members possessed a birthright, the illusion eye parasite. If her mother consumed the parasite, she could transform into the girl's likeness. Mia could then seize the opportunity to marry the wealthiest man. Seeing Mia's hesitation, her mother flew into a rage and shoved her violently to the ground. In the chaos, Mia accidentally snatched the jade pendant from her mother's neck. As she stared in shock, her mother grinned maliciously. "This is your witch clan's jade pendant. You're not the first witch clan girl I've found. The last one who disobeyed me, I killed her." Fierce rage ignited within Mia upon hearing this, for she instantly recognized it as her sister's jade pendant. Years ago, she and her sister had been separated by accident. She had always believed her sister had been adopted by kind people, but only today did she learn the truth. Her sister had long been murdered by their mother. To avenge her sister's tragic death, Mia resolved to agree to her mother's demand. For once an ordinary person ingests the poisonous insect, it will consume them as nourishment. After 7 days, not only would the illusion-casting bug lose its effect, but the bugs would burst forth from the body. Upon learning Mia had agreed, her mother was overcome with excitement. Urging her to act quickly, Mia gently blew into the drum and flute, and in the next instant, 2 bugs crawled toward her. Her mother, unable to wait, stuffed the bugs into her mouth. But before her joy could last long, a wave of excruciating bone pain swept through her body, accompanied by a piercing scream. Mia's hair rapidly turned white. Meanwhile, on the other side, her mother successfully transformed into Mia's likeness. That night, the mother stared endlessly at her reflection in the mirror. For years, she had endured ridicule because of the birthmark on her face. Now, her suffering had finally turned to sweet reward. She was about to marry the wealthiest man in the city. But before that, she had one more thing to do: kill Mia, cut off the root. Just as Mia was about to be strangled to death, the tycoon suddenly arrived with bodyguards to propose marriage. Seeing this, the mother had no choice but to spare Mia for now. Mia knew that with her current appearance, her fiancé would find it hard to believe her. Since that was the case, she chose to make her mother reap what she sowed in 7 days. The tycoon then waved his hand generously, instructing his bodyguards to present a dowry worth tens of millions. Upon seeing it, her mother lunged forward with a look of pure greed. To provoke her adoptive mother and arouse the tycoon's suspicion, he hastily offered to safeguard the dowry for her. But her mother angrily denounced Mia as a slut, declaring the dowry hers. The tycoon was astonished. How had his fiancé become so mean and gold-digging? Seeing the tycoon's growing suspicion, the mother hastily declared she didn't care about the dowry, temporarily pulling the wool over his eyes. 7 days later, on the wedding day, the scheming adoptive mother twisted her ankle just as she was about to enter the wedding car. Even age spots appeared on her hands, but the foolhardy woman still believed that as long as she could marry successfully, she could replace Mia as the tycoon's wife. Mia didn't engage in further conflict with her adoptive mother, for she knew her retribution was imminent. Sure enough, during the ceremony, her adoptive mother's hair began turning white, but veiled by the bridal veil, guests remained oblivious. The groom, however, noticed his bride's hands suddenly growing coarse, mistaking it for gloves. Meanwhile, Mia below the stage was gradually reverting to her true form. 10 seconds left before the adoptive mother on stage fully reverted to her true form. Just as the tycoon joyfully lifted the veil, he was utterly horrified. He couldn't fathom how she had transformed into a different person.